Centers for Disease Control says among the more than 64,000 drug deaths estimated in 2016, the sharpest increase was deaths related to fentanyl. Julie Walker, New York.
Senator Rand Paul speaking publicly on how he's recuperating from injuries he suffered in an altercation with a Kentucky neighbor.
It was sort of, I guess, a living hell for the first 4 or 5 weeks. You know, difficulty, couldn't get out of bed without assistance, 6 broken ribs, damage to my lungs, 2 bouts of pneumonia. I mean, it was really a tough go of it, but each day I feel a little bit better.
Senator Paul appearing on CBS's Face the Nation. The Port Authority of New York and New Jersey say they're launching an investigation into a water pipe break inside a terminal at Kennedy Airport. That's adding to delays at the airport, still coping from the aftermath of a snowstorm. The water pipe that feeds the terminal's sprinkler system broke about 2 o'clock yesterday afternoon, causing water to flood the terminal. Gas up 3 cents in the last 2 weeks, according to fuel analyst Trilby Lundberg. That is 16 cents more than a year ago. Highest price in San Francisco at $3.22. Lowest you'll find in Tucson, Arizona at $2.10. Diesel at $2.94. That's up 6 cents from 3 weeks ago. For more details on these stories and much more, srnnews.com. The Jesus film was recently translated into its 1,500th language, and more are coming. Why does it work so well?
It's spoken in people's heart language, the language that we learn at our mother's knee. And anytime that a movie or a piece of media is in our own language, then it resonates more.
Josh Newell of the Jesus Film Project.
Probably just as importantly, the movie is translated from the Gospel of Luke, and so it's almost a word-for-word translation of the gospel.
The Jesus Film has been helping save souls since 1979. Jim Caviezel says Christians must be ready to risk everything to defeat evil. The Christian actor who portrayed Jesus in The Passion of the Christ told a student conference in Chicago last week, "We must shake off this indifference, the destruction tolerance of evil. It requires warriors ready to risk their reputations, their names, even our very lives to stand for the truth." Caviezel wrapping up his latest film, Paul, Apostle of Christ. A whole lot of arguing south of the U.S. border. The World Universities Debating Championship held for the first time ever in Mexico City. It's drawn more than 300 teams from 61 nations.
The 8 days event included categories for English as a second language, public speaking, and an open championship. Co-convener Montserrat Legorreta says lasting international friendships could prove politically priceless in the years to come.
It's about creating people that have critical thinking skills, that are able to solve problems on a day-to-day basis, and that those tools will allow for them to ascend the social pyramid that no other skill can do.
Hope for the future in a world of large buttons and short-fused tempers. James Blair's Mexico.
Dunkin' Donuts cutting back on its food and drink offerings. The new simplified menu is expected to roll out in New England locations starting today before expanding nationwide in mid-March. It's meant to streamline service for Dunkin'. This is SRN News.
Clarksville Online is where you'll find the latest in Clarksville area news, weather, sports, and current events. Depend on Clarksville Online for crime reports and special events, Fort Campbell news and current events, and the latest financial news. Want sports? Then visit ClarksvilleSportsNetwork.com. Movie listings and weather bulletins? Go to DiscoverClarksville.com. And for all you bikers, visit ClarksvilleMotorcycle.com. You'll find everything you need on the Clarksville Online digital network. Clarksville Online. We are Clarksville.
The big 1400 WVWB Clarksville area weather. Cloudy, little rain today, carrying on up to a high of 41. Tonight, partly cloudy, maybe some spotty showers around Clarksville. 36 for an overnight low. For Tuesday, a mostly cloudy day, milder, near 50 for an expected high. Currently, we're at 37 degrees with light rain in downtown Clarksville. With a look at traffic, here's John Michaels.
Good morning. Traffic around the city and the county already busy for a Monday morning. Looks like 41A Fort Campbell busy in a couple of spots. 79 Woodlawn also busy as you come into the city from the county. 48 and 13 busy, especially out by Montgomery Central and down by Liberty Park. 41A Singo busy in a couple of spots. Looks like Tiny Town Road and the 101st Parkway all very busy. Rossview Road busy out by the interstate and the MLK 76 connector. Not too bad at the moment, but everything else looks fairly good. I don't see any accidents to report. So we are looking good on this Monday morning, just busy in a couple of spots. Now, if you are headed to Nashville this morning, 24 does look good as you head into Nashville. Let's check in with Commander Chuck and see what's going on with the Nashville area traffic.
Well, good morning. As we keep watch on traffic, it's picked up out here now. You pretty much would expect 24 here up by Harding Place. Also a crash at Hamilton Church Road at Murfreesboro Pike, tying up that intersection. Traffic's on the increase big time now. I-40 coming past about Juliet exit. Half Price Foods has 2 locations, Lebanon, Dixon. They've got food, household supplies, even pet food marked 50% off. Go by one of their 2 locations today. That's Half Price Foods. From the GimmeA5.com Traffic Center, I'm Commander Chuck.
That's been a look at your traffic and weather together and the latest national news here on 1400 AM WVWB. It is Monday. This is the 8th day of January. Believe it or not, I got that right. This is 2018. What does that mean? Well, it's time for Good Morning Clarksville. Good morning, Chuck Edwards.
John,
Yes.
don't. Oh, great. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Look out. Look out.
president.
Yeah. Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing well. How about
Good,
you?
good. It is good. It is good with my soul.
Good.
Yeah. Did you have a good weekend?
Yeah, not too bad.
Yeah.
Busy as always.
Yeah. Well, and it wasn't really as frigid cold as it has been.
No, I wore
The
shorts
beginning-
yesterday and a T-shirt.
Yeah, you're silly. You're silly. The big 1400 WVWB. We're getting going this. 1400 WVWB, Al Giroux getting us starting on this Monday. Still ahead this hour, we've got the Sportsnet Update with Justin Swallows, brought to you by Fox's Barbecue at 7:20 this morning. Musically, the Guess Who, some Shaka Khan, as well as Diana Ross and the Supremes coming your way this hour. But anyway, so you had a good weekend.
Oh, yeah. Wonderful.
Did you watch any movies? Or
no, not really.
Just kind of took it easy?
Just kind of took it easy.
Yeah.
When the chance came, I took it easy.
Uh-huh.
So, what else can you do?
Well, I mean, it's the weekend, and I know that
it's been cold. And
it was cold and staying inside, but did
now
you...
Now that it's warm, I mean, get out and yippee-ki-yay.
What does that mean? You're too close. You're too far away from Friday to start talking about yippee-ki-yay.
Oh, okay. Well, you asked me what it means. You definitely know what it means.
He's playing in the head, y'all. He's going to go out and be bad. John's got a girlfriend. He's going to go out and be bad this Friday.
Might see me on tour out at Fort Campbell somewhere.
They might see your mugshot on Fort Campbell. Probably not on tour. Yeah.
But I might be... I might be
incarcerated.
Oh,
yeah,
no. You mean do not pass go. Go directly to jail.
Exactly.
Can you bail me out?
I got your back. You
know anybody else?
You used to smoke Camels, right? I'll bring you a pack of Camels. I'll bring you a pack of Camels.
Pall Mall.
Yeah, we gotta do birthdays here on the 8th day of January. Zahara Jolie Pitt is 13. She's Brad and Angelina's daughter.
Should have known.
She was born in Awassa, Ethiopia. Kim Jong-un is 34. No, that's not how tall he is. He's 34. He is the dear leader of North Korea. He loves cheese and Dennis Rodman. He hates Seth Rogen and James Franco.
Well,
yeah. Rachel
hates Seth Rogen.
I'm sorry.
Wonder why he hates them.
Remember they made that movie?
Oh, that's right. That movie that made fun of him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Now I got it.
Rachel Nichols is 38. She is Kiera on Sci-Fi's Continuum. You might remember her in the Conan Barbarian remake. R. Kelly is 51. He's a pervert. Michael Forbes is 53.
Wait, you're not supposed to add your own commentary into that.
I'm just reading what it said.
Yeah, okay.
Ara Kelly. Yeah, pervert.
Okay.
Michelle Forbes is 53. Laura Walters is 71. She's Johnny Bradford from 8 and Up. Remember 8 and Up? Long time. Stephen Hawking is 76. Super genius physicist. Professor Hawking only guest starred once in any of the Star Trek shows, but he's done several cameos on The Big Bang Theory so far. Yeah. He and Sheldon like to video chat. Oh. Bob Eubanks, the newlywed game superstar, 80.
Right. 80 years old.
And here's a voice from the past, Shirley Bassey.
Yeah.
She sang the themes from 3 of the 007 movies, Goldfinger, Diamonds Are Forever, and Moonraker.
I wonder if she holds the title as having done the most tunes for James Bond.
I would think so.
With 3.
Yes, I would think so. She's 81. She's 81.
Yeah, still young.
We lost David Bowie back in 2016 on this day. Tonight on HBO, they're having that special, David Bowie, the last 5 years. So I guess the timing of it coincides with
his birthday.
His death.
Or death.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Today.
Not his birthday. This is the day he passed away.
He was born in 1947, died in 2016. So I guess today probably was his birthday.
Oh, okay.
And so that's why they're doing that. Elvis Presley, they have his 1935 to 1977, so I guess today was his birthday also.
Yeah, it was all Elvis all weekend.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
so
they had Elvis
today was his birthday.
Weekend long.
7 days until Dr. Martin Luther King Day, which will be next Monday and a holiday. John and I will be absent.
We will?
I was just kidding.
Oh.
We're not off that.
We're not
25 days until Groundhog Day, 39 days till the movie The Black Panther comes out, and 116 days until Avengers Infinity War comes out. 70 days until spring comes.
Yay!
Yeah, so
And how
you
many
can look
days
forward to
until daylight savings time starts?
John, I don't know.
You don't.
I'm not looking forward to it. No, I'm not, because you spring ahead. You lose an hour, and I like my sleep.
We just go to bed an hour earlier.
No, it doesn't work.
Instead of going to bed at 10,
No.
you go at 9.
It doesn't work. I like it when it gets dark early.
No.
I like it, Anyway,
No.
but, well, you got 70 days until...
And we're back. Oh.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I forgot
Can
to
you hear
feed
me
the
now?
hamsters. They went on strike.
Doggone it. Those hamsters, you need to start getting them more pepperoni or something.
I know.
Whatever you.
They went on strike.
Yeah.
They were like, nope.
A little technical glitch here, but we came on just in time for a Sports Now update with Justin Swallows. Brought to you by Fox's Barbecue on the Big 1400.
This Sports Now update is presented by Fox's Barbecue. They're serving slow-smoked premium meats at 521 Heritage Point Drive.
One of the greatest comebacks in NFL history took place Saturday afternoon out in Kansas City for our Tennessee Titans. Down 21-3 at halftime, the men in two-tone blue scored 19 unanswered points in the second half to beat the Chiefs 22-21. Tennessee quarterback Marcus Mariota added to his legacy, completing 19 of 31 passes in the victory. Meanwhile, tailback Derrick Henry also turned in one of his best-ever performances, scampering for 156 yards on 23 total carries. The Titans now move into the divisional round of the AFC playoff bracket, where they will face the New England Patriots on Saturday night, with kickoff slated for 7:15. Now to the collegiate hardwood, where the Governors of Austin Peay are now one of only two teams still undefeated in Ohio Valley Conference play. The Govs outlasted Southeast Missouri on Saturday night 76-71, thanks in part to a career-best performance from freshman forward Terry Taylor. Taylor pumped in 29 points in the win. In addition to pulling down 14 huge rebounds, Austin Peay will play their first OVC road game on Thursday night in Cookeville against Tennessee Tech. Lastly, today we bring you more good NHL news as the league has selected its All-Star Weekend head coaches. By way of helping his Nashville Predators to the highest Central Division point percentage in the first half of the season, head coach Peter Laviolette has earned the honorable role of commanding the Central Division All-Star squad later this month. Laviolette will join Preds defenseman and Central Division All-Star captain PK Subban in the All-Star contest slated for January 28th in Tampa. As of now, only captains and coaches have been selected for that game. The league will announce the complete All-Star rosters on Wednesday, January the 10th. From the WVWB Sports Desk, this is Sports Now, and I'm Justin Swallows.
Voted the #1 veteran-owned barbecue restaurant in America, Fox's Barbecue is proud to serve the greater Clarksville community. They host the weekly Blues and Barbecue concert every Saturday night from 5 to 7 p.m. Whether you're hungry for chicken, ribs, pulled pork, or brisket, Fox's Barbecue is the right choice. They offer all-you-can-eat selections every Wednesday and Thursday night, as well as catering and delivery. Call them to cater your next event at 931-896-2678. Or better yet, go see them at 521 Heritage Point Drive, just off from Tiny Town Road.
WVWV, it is a Monday, the 8th of January. Good morning, Clarksville. Clarksville area weather, 37 right now, expecting a high of 41. On and off intermittent rain throughout the day and tonight. Overnight low of 36, and tomorrow warming up nicely to near 50 degrees. Right now we're at 37 degrees. Don't forget, we've got the Vol Network Notebook coming your way at 7:50 this morning, brought to you by Copies in a Flash. Here on the Big 1400. But now, without further ado, we go back in the day. 114 years ago, in 1904, Pope Pius X banned low-cut dresses in the presence of churchmen.
What's wrong with him? I mean, it's good.
He's the Pope, you know, and there was a certain amount of moral decorum, you know, modesty that he wanted, you know,
he wanted to instill in his flock.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Exactly. Yeah. 60 years ago in 1958, Bobby Fischer won his first U.S. chess championship. He was 14 years old. 54 years ago in 1964, President Lyndon Johnson declared war on poverty. How'd that work?
Not very well.
25 years ago in 1993, a 29-cent Elvis postage stamp was released at a post office near Graceland. The U.S. Post Office Service had held a vote in 1992. Fans got to choose between the skinny Elvis or the rotund Elvis.
Which one did they pick?
The skinny Elvis
The skinny
won.
Elvis.
Yeah, the skinny Elvis won.
Skinny Elvis.
Yeah. 24 years ago in 1994, Tonya Harding won her second national skating championship. Nancy Kerrigan was unable to compete. Why?
Because somebody blew her leg.
Because Tanya's thugs bashed Nancy's legs with a steel bar 2 days earlier.
She said she knew nothing about that now.
She said she she had a little inkling that something was going on, you know.
Her husband, who was it? What was his name? Jeff Kaluli or Kahuli? He was the transvestite prostitute. Oh, ouch. Oh.
And he was able to plea bargain. And he's gone on to direct movies. He directed State of the Union with Ice Cube, Samuel Jackson, and Willem Dafoe. In 2007, he directed Next with Nicolas Cage and Julianne Moore. In 2018, he's got a movie coming out called Emperor with Adrian Brody, Paz Vegas, Sophie Coxon, and Oliver Platt. So didn't hurt him too bad.
I guess not.
And 7 years ago, in 2011, U.S. Congresswoman Gabrielle Giffords, Democrat from Arizona, was shot in the head while meeting some of her constituents at a Tucson supermarket. 6 people were killed, 12 others were wounded during the shooting. Giffords miraculously survived. She's married to the astronaut now, right? Correct? Yeah, I remember that too. That was
She's made quite the recovery too.
She has. It is a miracle recovery.
Because I didn't think she would ever, you know, live that day, but she did.
Yeah.
Pulled through it. Still
blessings.
That's
blessings abound.
That's true.
That is back in the day on the Big 1400. The big 1400 WVWV. It is 37 degrees in downtown Clarksville. Good morning, Clarksville. Chuck and John. Don't forget Greg Walker's Sports Talk comes your way today, 4 to 6. The coach will be on the air. Expect the unexpected with Greg Walker here on the big 1400.
Yeah.
So you think about the most commonly misspelled words in every state.
Okay.
Did you know that? I mean, you think about this because spelling really, well, it's kind of a lost art, you know, with spell check and everything, and a lot. I hate spell check. Yeah, but it's there. I mean, it's on your phone and it's on your computer and
it's everywhere.
But still, wow. Well, Google.
Oh no.
Google has just put together a map with the word that every state has the most trouble spelling. Now, this is based on the number of searches for how to spell that word.
Okay.
And all of its possible misspellings. So here are the highlights. A few states have nothing to be ashamed of, like the most misspelled word in Connecticut and West Virginia are supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Who could spell that?
Yeah. But West Virginia? What is it? What we're going to name her? It's a girl. What we're going to name her? Supercalifragilistic, you know. I can see Connecticut wanting to know how to spell it, but people in West Virginia, I'm going, man, that's way out of that comfort zone.
Yeah, it is. Way out.
Other states that Google a legitimate tricky word included Michigan, Washington, Alabama, and Maine, all of which have trouble spelling pneumonia. You know, and pneumonia is, yeah. New Hampshire has trouble spelling diarrhea.
Oh.
Diarrhea. But now we get to the bad ones.
Uh-oh.
The bad ones, my friend. People in New Mexico somehow had the most trouble spelling banana.
B-A-N-N-A.
People in Ohio, New York, Minnesota, and California have trouble spelling beautiful. People in New Jersey can't spell 12. It gets worse.
Oh, no.
The most embarrassing is a tie between South Dakota, where the most commonly misspelled word is...
What?
College.
Oh, no. You got to be kidding me.
And Wisconsin, where the most commonly misspelled word is... What? Wisconsin.
Really?
Yes.
You got to be kidding me.
No. There it is. There you have it. So, thank God for spell check.
That's right.
Thank God for spell check. That's right. The big 1400. We need to take a break. We'll be back right after this.
The new year is upon us, and we made it through the holiday season. Now it's time to stop dreaming of candy canes and sugar plums and think more practically. It's time for a new set of tires, and the place to get them is Hell Yeah Tires at the corner of Greenwood and Crossland Avenue in Clarksville. They have the area's largest selection of new and used tires, and they'll guarantee you the best deal in town. Head on down to Hell Yeah Tires at 702 Greenwood Avenue, or give them a call at 931-552-1403.
Loans. Heritage Bank. Those are the only 3 words you need to know if you need a car or boat or RV or storage building or pool or new garage or lawnmower or 4-wheeler or vacation. Or, well, you get the picture, right? Picture yourself with a loan from Heritage Bank and that special something that you've been wanting. Call or stop by your local Heritage Bank office today. Loans from Heritage Bank.
NMLS number 431499. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Bankwithheritage.com.
In your time of loss, you need to know someone cares. Since 1916, Neil Tarpley Parchman Funeral Home has been serving the Clarksville area with the kindness and respect you deserve. It's their goal to provide quality, compassionate services to you and your family during this very difficult time. Mike Parchman and his staff genuinely care and provide prearranged plans that accept insurance to help ease your pain in your time of grief. Neil Tarpley Parchman Funeral Home. People who care. A name you can trust. Neil Tarpley Parchman Funeral Home, Madison Street in Clarksville.
Invest
investments, insurance, retirement planning. Do you have questions? Do you want someone to give you straight and honest answers? Are you not sure who to talk to? Call Mike Biggs with AXA Advisors and work with someone local right down the street. Mike Biggs with AXA Advisors has been in the business of relationships here in Clarksville for over 30 years, helping you find the answers to the questions, making sense of the confusion, and coming up with strategies to help you with the many choices and decisions that have to be made when it comes to planning for the future and planning for the here and now. Mike has a 30-year track record of trusted service to his clients and to the community and is a steady hand to turn to in these uncertain times. Give Mike a call today at his office at 931-245-5480 or on his cell at 931-320-1560 and let him help you with retirement today or planning for retirement for the tomorrows. Mike Biggs offers securities to AXA Advisors LLC NYNY 212-314-4600, member FINRA SIPC, and offers insurance and annuity products to AXA Network LLC.
Looking for a new golf experience? Tired of playing the same old courses? Try Clarksville's newest golf course, the River Club Golf and Learning Center, located along the Red River. The picturesque River Club offers some of the area's best golf, putting greens, and driving ranges. And while you're there, stop by and have lunch in the clubhouse or enjoy some live music in the evenings. It's open to the public and waiting for you. The River Club Golf and Learning Center, Clarksville's premier golf experience. Call the River Club of Clarksville today for more information. 931-919-3200. The River Club of Clarksville.
Here's a special program note for viewers of WCKV-TV. As you may have heard, WCKV-TV, Clarksville's only broadcast TV station, has moved to Charter Channel 6. They're also looking into opportunities to do more local programming to serve you better, so please stay tuned to WCKV Charter Channel 6 for some changes. WCKV-TV will continue airing on CDE Lightband Channel 12 and over-the-air Channel 21.1. Channel 21 is a free service. WCKV-TV, engaging, inspiring, and uniting all of Montgomery County and beyond. Unique by design. WCKV-TV, Clarksville.
big 1400, WVWV. It is 37 degrees at 7:53 downtown Clarksville. Expecting high today of 41. That rain on and off today and tonight. Tomorrow warming up nicely to near 50 degrees.
Yes.
And then Wednesday is supposed to be 60 for an expected high. I don't know. We won't know how to act. Well, the biggest winners at the Golden Globes last night were Big Little Lies and the movie 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri, which both took home 4 awards. Seth Meyers hosted, Oprah Winfrey gave a great speech, and Tommy Wiseau and Tanya Harding were there. Okay, yeah.
Nobody's got their knees slapped.
Oh no! Why? No, nobody got no one got their knees whacked.
Oh, okay.
But I know that some of you didn't watch the Golden Globes, and I want to tell you the top reasons that you did not watch the Golden Globes.
All right.
Watching a Hollywood award show is just something a very stable genius would never do.
That sounds like me.
Yeah, very stable genius.
Very big,
you are.
I wouldn't watch it.
You already know what the shape of water is. Duh. Whatever you pour it in. You were in bed eating cheeseburgers and watching the Gorilla Channel.
No.
These are top reasons you did not watch the Golden Globes. You're pretty sure that the Hollywood foreign press has been infiltrated by ISIS. You were initially excited to see Shirley MacLaine, Helen Mirren, and Sharon Stone present awards, but then you remembered that you're under the age of 80. So you could relate. Yeah, you hate discovering that your favorite actor from a gritty Southern drama is actually British.
Oh.
That always amazes me that these people are in these
you ever
movies.
watch The Walking? No, you don't watch The Walking. But half of the actors on there are Australian or English, and they all talk like they're from Georgia or something. You know.
Until they get an award. Yeah. You live in California and you're way baked. You're watching the Golden Globes, and finally,
did you see that, dude?
The top reason that you didn't watch the Golden Globes, you'd rather watch an award show that matters, like
think about it.
Yeah, time now for the Ball Network Notebook, brought to you by Copies in a Flash on the Big 1400.
The Lady Vols improved to 15-0 with the win over Vanderbilt. This is the Vol Network Notebook, brought to you by your local Farmers Co-op. Co-op, proudly farming Big Orange Country. The 7th-ranked Lady Vols broke up in a tight game in the 4th quarter to beat Vanderbilt 86-73 Sunday at Thompson-Bolding Arena. Leading by just 3 at the end of the 3rd quarter, Tennessee went on a 10-0 run in the 4th quarter to pull away. Mercedes Russell led Tennessee with a career-high 33 points.
Just coming into this game, one of the keys was really just getting paint points and post touches because we knew at a height advantage. I think we did a really good job of that tonight.
Lady Vols improved to 15-0 on the season, 3-0 in the SEC. Vanderbilt drops to 4-13. Tennessee travels to Texas A&M on Thursday night. King, Ellis, Catchings, Parker, all legendary performers who provided plenty of memorable moments on the basketball court for Tennessee. There's another group of men and women who give an all-American effort too. The friendly, knowledgeable folks who work at your locally owned Farmers Co-op. With a lineup of quality products and services at their disposal, you can be confident that a visit to Co-op for your farm, home, and outdoor needs will be a slam-dunk experience every time. Co-op, proudly farming Big Orange Country. Tennessee Volunteers head to Nashville Monday afternoon, getting ready for Tuesday night's SEC matchup with Vanderbilt at Memorial Gym. The Vols carry momentum after their victory over Kentucky 76-65 on Saturday night. Coach Rick Barnes said it was a great effort and a great way to get the Volunteers' first SEC win of the season.
I'll tell you exactly what I told him before the game. I said, I really want to win this game, but more important, I want us to get our respect back because I felt like we lost the other night, and I thought they came out, competed hard on the boards. For us to come out and get it done, I'm just really happy for them.
Tennessee now looks for back-to-back SEC wins on Tuesday night at Vanderbilt. It's an 8 p.m. Central tip-off from Memorial Gym. Reporting for the Ball Network, I'm Bob Kessler.
Wow, where did 2017 go? Wherever it went, it's behind us now, and we all get a fresh start here in the new year. If you're a business owner, there's no need to start 2018 off with outdated forms or stationery. Give Copies in a Flash a call, and they'll get everything updated in a flash. They're located at 1841 Business Park Drive and ready to help with all your printing needs. Call them at 931-551-3219 or check them out online at copiesinaflash.com. No job is too big or too small for Copies in a Flash, and they're just around the corner from where you are.
Are you awake?
You could still get 0.0 hours of
The big 1400 WVWB, it is 37 degrees in downtown Clarksville. We'll take an extended look at our weather forecast after this update in national news.
WVWB, 1400 AM, Clarksville, Tennessee.
With SRN News, I'm Val Dior. Kentucky Republican Senator Rand Paul says the Trump administration should be applauded for expanding health care by approving association health plans.
He looked at the original law. He told his lawyers, look at the original law and see if the interpretation of these previous government attorneys have been correct. And he had the wherewithal just to say, no, we're going to let individuals join these groups so they can get cheaper insurance and perhaps better insurance.
Rand Paul, a guest on CBS's Face the Nation on Sunday. Meanwhile, President Trump is on the road today, headed to Nashville this afternoon. He'll speak at the American Farm Bureau Federation's 99th annual convention. Then he'll head to Atlanta to attend the college football championship game between Alabama and Georgia tonight. Kickoff for the game, 8 o'clock Eastern Time. Well, a Florida man called 911 to report himself driving drunk.
Florida authorities are sharing the details of an unusual 911 call on New Year's Eve from a man who said he wanted to report himself drunk driving. Polk County Sheriff's officials say the dispatcher kept him talking while directing officers to the scene. When the dispatcher asked Michael Lester where he was, he said, "I'm too drunk. I don't know where I'm at." And when she asked what he'd been doing all night, he said, "I don't know, driving around trying to get pulled over, actually." The operator urged him to park his truck and wait for officers to find him, which they did, and arrested him. Patrick Foss reporting.
Two major Apple investors urging the iPhone maker to take action to curb growing smartphone addiction among children. Jana Partners, LLC, and the California State Teachers Retirement System. They say in an open letter to Apple that the company must offer more choices and tools to help youngsters fight addiction to its gadgets. Gas up 3 cents in the last 2 weeks. That's 16 cents more than a year ago. Industry analyst Trilby Lundberg of the Lundberg survey said Sunday that the increase is due to higher crude oil costs. For more details, visit srnnews.com. I'm Val Dior. An advocate for persecuted Christians in Iraq says there's only one thing that can make them safe now.
Creation of a safe haven for these Christians in the Nineveh Plain. The Nineveh Plain is on the outskirts of Mosul. It was heavily populated with Christians.
Juliana Tamarazi of the Iraqi Christian Relief Council.
If we empower them to protect themselves, if we empower them to have their own region, that is the only way they can survive.
She says even with ISIS gone, returning Christians face a threat from local Muslims. Many of them turned their Christian neighbors into ISIS after the invasion. The American College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists says women should be allowed to carry out their own abortions. The ACOG issued a statement, says it opposes the prosecution of a pregnant woman for conduct alleged to have harmed her fetus, including the criminalization of self-induced abortion. Under current law, a woman can get an abortion from a doctor but cannot personally take the life of her unborn child. For more details, srnnews.com. New York's Kennedy Airport is just now beginning to recover from major delays that stranded thousands of passengers after Thursday's storm. Julie Walker reports.
The Port Authority, which runs Kennedy, says Saturday saw 94 flight cancellations on top of Friday's cancellations and Thursday's closure. Pictures on social media showed some terminal floors covered with travelers camped out, waiting for flights or luggage. Others posted about sitting on the tarmac for hours waiting to deplane. Senator Charles Schumer says JFK needs to be better prepared for the weather.
What happened at JFK was way beyond cutting a little slack. It seemed almost everything broke down. It seemed like a disaster.
The Port Authority says frigid temperatures continue to cause equipment failures and slower than normal operations. Julie Walker, New York.
The airport in Charleston, South Carolina, finally reopened Saturday after snow and ice melted off of its runways. All airlines asking you to call ahead if you're flying. As they continue to play catch-up, delays could continue throughout the week. This is SRN News.
Loans. Heritage Bank. Those are the only 3 words you need to know if you need a car or boat or RV or storage building or pool or new garage or lawnmower or 4-wheeler or a vacation. Or, well, you get the picture, right? Picture yourself with a loan from Heritage Bank and that special something that you've been wanting. Call or stop by your local Heritage Bank office today. Loans from Heritage Bank.
NMLS number 431499. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Bankwithheritage.com.
The big 1400 WVWB Clarksville area weather. Cloudy with on and off rain today. 41 for an expected high. 36 in showers tonight for Tuesday. A mostly cloudy day, milder, near 50 for an expected high. Wednesday, cloudy, breezy, 61 for an expected high. Currently at 8:07, we're at 37 degrees in downtown Clarksville. With a look at traffic, here's John Michaels.
Good morning. Traffic around the city and the county moving along for this Monday morning. Looks like 48 and 13. If you're coming into the city from the county, very busy, especially out by Montgomery Central and as you get closer in by Liberty Park. New Providence Boulevard, very busy at the moment. 41A north out by Fort Campbell, slow in 2 or 3 spots. Looks like the 101st Parkway, Tylertown Road, and Trenton Road, all very busy. 79 out in St. Bethlehem, busy at the moment. And Rossview Road, if you're headed to the interstate, well, it looks like a slow go out that way as well. And also the MLK 76 connector out by the interstate is slow as well. 41A Singo, not too bad. I'm sure there's not any construction going on today, but it looks pretty good out in that area. Now, if you are headed to Nashville this morning, well, 24 does look good all the way into the Music City. Let's check in with Commander Chuck and see what lies ahead when you get there.
Good morning. Still limping along here in Brentwood as they finish up the paperwork on that wreck on 65 southbound south of OHB. What a slowdown. It's normally backed up and going the other direction there on 65 northbound. This time it's south. Riverside Drive at Porter Road. There's a crash there in East Nashville. Edmondson Pike there at Ashlon Place being cleared up. ICU Security specializes in surveillance camera installation and service. Check them out. It's ICUSecurityInc.com. I'm Commander Chuck. You're on time traffic.
That's been a look at your traffic and weather together and the latest national news this morning, all brought to you by Heritage Bank.
Boys,
it is.
What's the deal?
No, it's fine now. See?
Yeah, put the cough button on. Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
And it's fine now. Now you've interrupted my mood, and I know.
No. Your train of thought is fine. Your train
it's
of thought.
fine. It's Monday. Today is January the 8th.
Tanya Harding tape. That's what you're talking.
Oh.
That's what you're thinking of. But anyway,
Wedding Bell Blues.
Yeah, Wedding Bell
in the background.
Yeah, Wedding Bell News. Yes. We start with hour number 2 on this, the 8th day of January. So glad you're here with us, Chuck and John on Good Morning Clarksville. The rain, as we said earlier, is going to taper off.
That's
It'll
right.
be, intermittent showers, but it's not
Just
quite
a
as
few.
cold. So hey, I enjoyed it. Looking forward to Wednesday and Thursday. 64 an expected high. I like it. I like
It's going to give me spring fever.
Oh, it's 70 days till spring.
I know.
Yeah.
And I'm ready.
You ready?
I am ready.
Are you sure?
Yes. Let's go.
The Big 1400, WJZM, WVWV. big 1400 WBWB. We've got the Sports Now update with Justin Swallows coming your way at 8:20 this morning. Brought to you by Power and Grace Preparatory Academy. We're at 37 degrees in downtown Clarksville. Expect a high of 41 with intermittent rain. So, what is the most ridiculous thing your parents did to save a few bucks? I think that every single person's parents do something weird just to save a few bucks. You know, it's a scientific fact. You know, I know that my dad used to keep the temperature like at 65 degrees in the winter because they'd rather freeze than run the heat.
True.
You know?
Yes.
Until I said, you know, y'all got to turn on. When I was grown, I said, y'all got to turn up this heat, or else we just ain't coming Christmas. You know.
And did they turn it up?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
And the air conditioning, he turned it, you know, because he used to keep the air. I said, man, that's why when you have air conditioning, turn it on.
To cool the house
out.
out.
To cool the house out. But
no,
anyway,
turn it on 80.
There's this on Reddit. People were sharing childhood memories of the ridiculous things that parents did to save money. Here are a few of them. My mom, people sent in these.
Oh, okay.
My mom tried to convince the ticket guy at the movies that my brother was 12.
Yeah, and he was 8 foot tall.
He was 19 and smoking a cigarette.
I'm only 8 years old.
He's big for his age, you know.
That's right. I just got a deep voice.
But he was 19. When I was a junior in high school, when I was in junior high, rather, I wanted weights to bulk up for sports. My dad filled 2 big Folger coffee cans with cement and stuck them in a sawed-off broom handle. Yeah, you know. But they love you. Parents love you. When we demolished our brick garage, my dad made us clean up every brick with a pickaxe and line them up around the house for future use. It took 1 year of backbreaking effort, and they're still there 8 years later. You know.
Yeah.
Why?
Because
yeah.
He said so.
Yeah.
That's why.
They'd all collect all the pieces of soap where the bars got too small to use, put them in pantyhose, and hang them from the shower head. You're supposed to lather up your hands and use that soap until it's gone. Now, I've never heard that. I've always wondered, you know, after a while, what you do with the soap when it's too small for you to. But I can see, you know, putting them in the pantyhose. I don't. We never did that.
No.
I don't know. And now nobody. Now bar soap is so. I mean,
I use bar soap.
A lot of people don't.
I do.
You know.
And I still use. Never mind. Ivory.
That's okay.
Ivory soap.
That's good. He's got delicate skin. That's why he uses
soap
ivory.
That floats.
99, 100% pure ivory soap.
It floats.
And my dad would build up speed, then turn the engine off and coast down at 5 miles per hour to save gas. He did that while my friends were in the car. You know, and I've seen people. I've seen people do all kinds of things. Just a couple of years ago, I was riding with somebody, and every time he'd come to a stop sign, he'd take the car out of gear and let it,
Just set and idle?
Yeah. And I said, why do you do that? He said, it saves gas. I said, no, it doesn't.
Because then you jerk it into gear.
Yeah, and then you still have to put it back in gear to drive. But anyway, because they love you.
That's
right. They do these things.
That's right.
Because they love you. The Big 1400 is Monday, the 8th day of January. Good morning, Clarksville.
Music memories from the gold mine. The original jukebox gold.
The big 1400 WVWV with Chic going back to a couple of years. Yeah, with the 1970s.
78, I believe.
Yeah,
somewhere
Chic
in that neighborhood.
Yeah, 37 degrees right now in downtown Clarksville. 41 for an expected high with intermittent rain. Don't forget to join us tonight at 7 for Ball Calls with Bob Kessley. Right here on the Big 1400. I'm sure they'll be talking about Kentucky's big win over Tennessee's big win over Kentucky Saturday, and then the Lady Vols won again last night, yesterday morning. They beat Vanderbilt. They're still undefeated.
It was good, and Austin P won over the weekend. So.
But that won't be on Ball Calls.
No, but the Titans won over the weekend. I'm just saying it was a good.
Life is good.
It was a good weekend for
Life
Tennessee,
is
too.
good.
That's
Life
right.
is good, John Michaels.
That's right.
Yeah. So yeah.
Let me bring you down.
I'm glad. No, I'm glad Austin P won. I'm glad the Titans won because I know a lot of people didn't give the Titans credit, but anyway, they came. That was
next week.
I mean, was that a meltdown on Kansas City's part?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I'd like to see Tom Brady meltdown now.
Yeah.
See,
John,
a lot of
get in
cream
line.
for that. Yeah.
Get in line, okay?
Okay.
So today is the King's birthday.
Elvis.
He would have been 83.
Elvis.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
So we got.
I
yes,
have a feeling you're going to.
We got yes or BS.
Oh no.
Concerning Elvis. Okay. Oh, you want to play?
No, I don't want to play. Find somebody else to play with.
Come on, John. Come on, I need you in on this. Yes or BS for the King.
Okay.
Okay.
I know nothing about the King.
Yes, you do. Number one.
What am I going to know?
He didn't have a middle name. Yes or BS?
He did have a middle name. Yes.
So the answer is BS.
Yeah.
Correct. His full name was Elvis Aaron Presley. See, you said you didn't know anything about it.
Okay.
Number two.
Well, I thought maybe they might have just made that up later on.
He had a pet chimpanzee named Bubbles. Yes or BS?
No, that was Miguel.
Correct.
BS.
Bubbles was Michael Jackson's chimp.
That's right.
Elvis's chimp was named Scatter.
Scatter.
He had a bad habit of picking up women's skirts and even got punched by one of Elvis' groupies for it.
Yikes.
Scatter. We're talking about Elvis. Number three, he supposedly modeled his looks after a superhero from Marvel Comics. Yes or BS?
Oh, now that I have no idea. I'm going to say that's BS.
He was a huge fan of the character Captain Marvel Jr. when he was a kid. And they did look similar. Even the capes that Elvis wore in his later years looked like the one that Captain Marvel Jr. wore.
Captain Marvel, Elvis,
Jr.
the King.
Captain Marvel Jr.
Okay.
Is there a difference between Captain Marvel and Captain Marvel Jr.?
I don't know. I
Anyway.
don't read comics.
Okay, so you're 2
That
for 1.
involves reading.
You got 2, and you got 2 right, and you missed 1.
Okay.
In 2009, a lock of Elvis's hair sold at auction for $1.2 million. Yes or BS?
You know, that's so ridiculous. I have to say yes.
Well, yeah. It sold for a paltry $18,300. I mean, paltry? $18,000 not paltry to me.
No.
Yeah. And finally, one of the things Elvis always wanted stocked at Graceland was laxative gum. Yes or BS?
That's another ridiculous question. Say that one more time.
One of the things that Elvis always wanted stocked at Graceland was laxative gum. Yes or BS? Yeah.
I must say that's yes.
Very good. It was. He made his staff keep a type of gum around called Phenamint that had a laxative in it. He also made them stock plenty of sauerkraut, biscuits, shredded coconut, banana pudding, and pickles.
Pickles. That's right. Get them pickles and banana pudding and mix it all together.
Okay. And sauerkraut.
Yeah, ooh.
That's a diet for you.
No wonder he needed laxatives.
Time now for the Ball Network Notebook. No, the Sports Now Update brought to you by Power and Grace Preparatory Academy on the Big 1400.
This Sports Now update is presented by Power and Grace Preparatory Academy. Now enrolling students in pre-K through 3rd grade online at powerandgraceacademy.com.
One of the greatest comebacks in NFL history took place Saturday afternoon out in Kansas City for our Tennessee Titans. Down 21-3 at halftime, the men in two-tone blue scored 19 unanswered points in the second half to beat the Chiefs 22-21. Tennessee quarterback Marcus Mariota added to his legacy, completing 19 of 31 passes in the victory. Meanwhile, tailback Derrick Henry also turned in one of his best-ever performances, scampering for 156 yards on 23 total carries. The Titans now move into the divisional round of the AFC playoff bracket, where they will face the New England Patriots on Saturday night, with kickoff slated for 7:15. Now to the collegiate hardwood, where the Governors of Austin Peay are now one of only 2 teams still undefeated in Ohio Valley Conference play. The Govs outlasted Southeast Missouri on Saturday night 76-71, thanks in part to a career-best performance from freshman forward Terry Taylor. Taylor pumped in 29 points in the win, in addition to pulling down 14 huge rebounds. Austin Peay will play their first OVC road game on Thursday night in Cookeville against Tennessee Tech. Lastly, today we bring you more good NHL news, as the league has selected its All-Star Weekend head coaches. By way of helping his Nashville Predators to the highest Central Division point percentage in the first half of the season, head coach Peter Laviolette has earned the honorable role of commanding the Central Division All-Star squad later this month. Laviolette will join Preds defenseman and Central Division All-Star captain PK Subban in the All-Star contest slated for January 28th in Tampa. As of now, only captains and coaches have been selected for that game. The league will announce the complete All-Star rosters on Wednesday, January the 10th. From the WVWB Sports Desk, this is Sports Now, and I'm Justin Swallows.
God's Word is full of life lessons we should all hold dear. Your children can learn those amazing lessons daily at Power and Grace Preparatory Academy. They're certified by the Tennessee Department of Education and offer enrichment courses in Spanish, music, and art. Students of Power and Grace Preparatory Academy also participate in STEAM Fridays, a program concentrating on science, technology, engineering, art, and math. Now offering before and after care spanning from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. You can enroll your child today online at powerandgraceacademy.com or by calling 931-320-9862.
Psychedelic 60s.
WVWB, Chuck and John on the Monday edition of Good Morning Clarksville. 37 degrees, expecting a hot today of 41. Don't forget the Sports Now update with Justin Swallows comes your way at 9:20 this morning, brought to you by Culver's of Clarksville, home of the butter buns on the big 1400. You know, as parents,
I can eat one now.
there are things that we want to do with our kids and things that we don't want to do with our kids. We don't want them to pick up bad habits, you know, and things like that. But there are some things, especially involving money, that we don't want to pass on to our kids. So I found this, our crack research department found 6 spending habits that we don't want to pass on to our kids. You know, and what they did, a bunch of parents came up with spending habits that they don't want to pass on to their kids. Avoiding credit card debt is one thing everyone can agree on. But then after that, here's 6 more habits people hope that their kids don't pick up. Number 1, eating out too much. It's unhealthy and more expensive than cooking at home. You know, that's an interesting one, because I was talking to my daughter who lives in Nashville, and if you live in Nashville, they have all of these eateries that are on this plan where they'll deliver the meal to your house. You know, I mean, all of the, you know, whether it's P.F. Chang or J. Alexander's.
And you just go through the list and pick one and they bring it to
you
your
go
house.
through, but they have all these different companies companies that will do the delivering, and they have to be in conjunct. They have to be associated with that particular restaurant. But you can order, you can order ice cream, you can order donuts, you can order all kinds of things.
But there's a charge, I'm sure.
Yeah, there's a charge for it, and there's a minimum order. Minimum order you have to do, but you can get it delivered to your house. And you know, she was telling me about that. So eating out too much can be. I know. I
drive out to St. B every night about 5 o'clock.
What's going on?
People are eating out every day. I didn't even think people cooked at home anymore. If you go out to St. Bethlehem, it's packed out. Every restaurant out that way, even the bad ones, are packed.
Well, I think more and more people don't pay attention to this. I think they do eat out a lot.
Yeah.
Waiting too long to save for retirement. You're supposed to save, start doing it as early as possible, like in your 20s.
Uh-oh. I'm in trouble.
I've been in trouble. Most people don't, but we hope that our kids will. Waiting to invest until you pay off all your debt. If you do that, you may never start saving for retirement. So even if you have student loans or other debt, you should have to figure out a way to do both. You know, I have tried to instill in my kids something. Save something.
Yes, sir.
Have an account which is only for savings. You know, not that you use for anything else to pay off bills. You know, have an account. You know, and that. And if you get paid, if you just put in $5 a week, $5 a month, put something in there every time you get a check.
Just something.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah, and that will help you in the long run. Not having an emergency fund. A lot of these, you know, go with money. They're associated. They're supposed to have enough savings to cover 3 to 6 months expenses. That is hard for a lot of people, but we hope our kids can figure out a way to make it happen.
3 to 6 months.
Yeah, and not being open about spending in debt. You know, especially when you're married, it can be a major cause of, you know, relationship issues. Because you're not open about exactly where you stand financially. And number 6 was buying things that are on sale. In other words, buying things you really don't need, especially if you can't afford them. Oftentimes people just think they have to, I got to have it. It was on sale. Well, no, if you don't need it, you don't need to buy it. Yeah.
I remember something a week or two ago that you brought up that most people or most husband and wife don't know how much the other one makes. That's real unusual to me.
Yeah, well, a lot of times they're different. I know people, they have different accounts. How much does
your wife make? I don't know.
They have different checking accounts.
Yeah, that's not good.
And different savings accounts. You know, this is mine, that's yours.
I think that's
and we come together and say, okay, now you're supposed to pay the house note, I'll pay the car payment, you know. But I'm not going to get into that because, you know, it works for some people. For me, it would not work.
Yeah.
Because my wife makes a gazillion dollars more.
Honey, can you make the house payment, the car payment, and I'll pay the
anyway.
just garbage bill.
Yeah, just some ideas, but a lot of it seems to revolve around money. Yeah.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. And it is not the root of all evil. It is the lust of money. That's the root of evil. The Big 1400. Good morning, Clarksville. Chuck and John. The Big 1400, WVWB, Chuck and John. Clarksville area weather, cloudy with rain on and off today and tonight. High today, 41, 36 for an overnight low. Tuesday, mostly cloudy and milder. Expect a high of around 49. And Wednesday, cloudy, breezy, 61 for an expected high.
Shorts.
Right now, we're at 37 degrees in downtown Clarksville. Quick movies. Star Wars is no longer the #1 movie at the box office.
It's not?
Nope. Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle World. They took in $36 million, which bumped them up to $244.4 million in their third week. This new movie, Insidious: The Last Key, had almost a $30 million opening. Star Wars is at #3. It's only taken in like $572.5 million. So it's okay if they're in third place.
I don't think they mind too much.
The Greatest Showman was took in 13 million. They're at 76 million. Pitch Perfect up to 86 million. Darkest Hour is at number 8. It took in like 6.4 million, and All the Money in the World took in 3.6 million. They're up to like 20 million in their second week. So if you're planning on going to the movies, you know, we're talking about some of the things that people were searching for, Googling and spelling, and they're, you know, some of the Google, Wikipedia rather, has released the top searches for 2017. And Wikipedia, they put out this list of the top.
You know, Wikipedia tells the truth.
Yeah, they do. The top 50 searches in 2017. The top 2 were death and President Trump. You know, their page on deaths in 2017 was one of the popular votes. You know, they had a lot, you know, with people who died. According to Wikipedia, the traffic peaked on November 20th following the death of Charles Manson, of all people. President Trump was number 2. He had more than nearly 30 million views, peaking right around his inauguration day. Queen Elizabeth was 3rd with nearly 20 million. The rest of them, 7th season of Game of Thrones. Prince Harry's fiancee, Meghan Markle, at $20 million. And some of the others that were, I thought were kind of interesting, included the page for the list of Bollywood films of 2017. Do you know what Bollywood films are?
Yeah.
What are they?
They're like films from India. They call them Bollywood.
Okay.
Indian.
Okay. Bitcoin was at number 9 with 15 million. And so there you have, you know, what people were looking for. But I did not know what Bollywood was.
Yeah, they're interesting movies. If you don't mind watching the subtitle ones.
Okay.
You know.
Okay. You know,
I like to hear them in their original language.
They don't have subtitles?
Yeah, with subtitles, but I don't want to hear dubbed, you know, some guy going, you know, and doesn't even match what the guy looks like. So just give me the original language, put subtitles up there, and I'm good to go. I can read along with them.
The Big 1400, WVWB, it is 8:43. We need to take a break. We'll be back right after this.
The new year is upon us, and we made it through the holiday season. Now it's time to stop dreaming of candy canes and sugar plums and think more practically. It's time for a new set of tires, and the place to get them is Hell Yeah Tires at the corner of Greenwood and Crossland Avenue in Clarksville. They have the area's largest selection of new and used tires, and they'll guarantee you the best deal in town. Head on down to Hell Yeah Tires at 702 Greenwood Avenue, or give them a call at 931-552-1403.
Hey, are you stressed out about a receding hairline or tired of daily watching handfuls of hair float down the drain? Eliminate hair loss and grow brand new hair with the all-new Vermax Scalp Enrichment Shampoo and Hair Restoration Tonic. Over-the-counter shampoos are damaging your scalp and causing hair loss with harsh detergents. Vermax offers natural, botanically-based solutions to clean your scalp, prevent hair loss, open up pores, and reestablish hair follicles. Don't be bald. Call Vermax today at 888-601-7864 to get that lush, healthy head of hair you've always wanted. Again, the number to call, 888-601-7864. Eliminate hair loss with Vermax Scalp Enrichment Shampoo and Hair Restoration Tonic. Call 888-601-7864 now. That's right, call 888-601-7864 now.
In your time of loss, you need to know someone cares. Since 1916, Neil Tarpley Parchman Funeral Home has been serving the Clarksville area with the kindness and respect you deserve. It's their goal to provide quality, compassionate services to you and your family during this very difficult time. Mike Parchman and his staff genuinely care and provide prearranged plans that accept insurance to help ease your pain in your time of grief. Neil Tarpley Parchman Funeral Home. People who care. A name you can trust. Neil Tarpley Parchman Funeral Home. Madison Street in Clarksville. For real estate services, Byers & Harvey can do it all. Real estate sales, rentals, property management, commercial and residential development. Byers & Harvey is Clarksville's oldest independent real estate company and has given continuous service since 1878. Byers & Harvey have 3 locations to serve you: in North Clarksville, in the heart of downtown, and at Sango. For more information and listings, visit them online at byersandharvey.com. byersandharvey.com. Byers & Harvey, Clarksville's real estate company.
Moore's Office Supply is Clarksville's office supply and furniture experts. For office equipment, desks, chairs, and more, depend on Moore's Office Supply. Located on Franklin Street across from the Catholic Church, Moore's has been your business partner for office supplies in the Clarksville-Fort Campbell area for years. Call Moore's at 645-7200. That's 645-7200. And we'll deliver it for free. Moore's Office Supplies, Clarksville's office supply headquarters.
We've got you covered every step of the way. That's what they do at Clarksville Floor Covering. Carpet, hardwood, tile, laminate, vinyl, and area rugs are what they specialize in. Visit Clarksville Floor Covering and let their on-staff interior designer put it all together to give you the look you want. Locally owned and operated since 1961, Clarksville Floor Covering is conveniently located at 606 North Spring Street, behind Sonic off Riverside Drive. Visit their website at clarksvillefloor-covering.com and be sure to check them out on Facebook.
WWB. It is 8:50 on this Monday edition of Good Morning Clarksville with Chuck and John. 37 degrees right now, expecting a high of 41. That rain will be on and off, intermittent, not quite as heavy as it was overnight. Expect a high tomorrow of around 49 degrees. We've got our Clarksville Academy basketball on the radio this week. This Thursday, January 11th, Davidson Academy comes visiting. They will take on the Cougars of Clarksville Academy. Girls game starts at 6. Airtime 6 o'clock. Boys game approximately 7:30 right here on the Big 1400.
Right.
Justin Swallows. Well,
what?
In our sense of nostalgia, is it so strong that we'll buy anything from the 90s, even if we hated it back then? I mean, they reboot it, rebring it back. I saw where there's a new version of Shaft coming out with Samuel L. Jackson and Ice Cube and some. Anyway, they rebooted that, and he's going to be back to play John Shaft, and this other young guy is going to play his estranged son. But they get together and to fight combat crime.
Shaft Senior and Shaft
Junior. Yeah. Anyway. But we think about our nostalgia and we think about going back to the 90s. Well, McDonald's is about to put that to the test.
What are we bringing back?
McDonald's has started testing a new version of the Arch Deluxe. You remember that back in the...
I do.
The Arch Deluxe, which was a sandwich that bombed big time back in the 90s. This new version uses the same potato flour bun, Arch sauce, cheese, pickles, and onions as the Arch Deluxe. The only difference is that it uses fresh meat instead of frozen. So they'll start
testing that.
Yeah, and they'll test it in Oklahoma and Texas. No word on when it could go nationwide. So the Arch Deluxe.
The Arch Deluxe. I do remember what a bomb that was.
And
it was not that good.
No. This,
as you would say.
Just went back to
just give me the normal.
Yes, right. Just give me the normal. Do you go to McDonald's often?
No.
Okay. I don't either. But when you go, what do you get? Fish sandwich?
Usually just breakfast.
Oh,
like breakfast burritos or something like that.
Yeah.
Hardly ever.
And always French fries.
No.
They got the best French fries around. I know Johnny's has the best.
Give me the hash brown. I like the little hash brown.
Yeah.
It's like a giant tater tot.
Yeah. Anyway.
It's like a giant tater tot.
But anyway, McDonald's is WVWB, it is 37 degrees in downtown Clarksville at 8:55. Don't forget Sports Talk on the radio today. 4 o'clock, 4 to 6, Greg Walker comes in. The courts will have expect the unexpected.
That's right. Everything you always wanted to know about sports, but we're afraid to ask. And tonight you can ask between 4 and 6 p.m.
And he'll probably be talking about the college football playoffs tonight.
Yep.
The president will be in attendance at the game.
Did you know that?
It's going to be bigly.
It's going to be a bigly game tonight.
Yeah, it will be.
Bigly.
Yeah, it will be.
Somebody's going to win and somebody's going to lose.
I'm predicting that the SEC will win.
That's right.
Yeah. That's what I'm predicting. Time now for some good news. Now, this woman was probably too light, but it paid off.
Okay.
46-year-old Oksana Zaharov, who lives in New Jersey, was shopping in Manhattan last week when she bought a lottery ticket. Okay?
Okay.
She wanted a $1 scratcher, but the clerk rang up a $10 ticket instead. It was one of those set for life things where you can win $5,000 a week for 20 years.
Yes.
She said she really didn't want a $10 ticket, but she felt bad about making the cashier re-ring it, so she decided to just pay the $10 and leave.
Don't tell me this is going to be one of those stories where the ticket's like $1 million winner.
She ended up using the ticket as a bookmark for a couple of weeks before she finally scratched it off, and when she did, she hit the jackpot.
Oh, no.
$5,000 a week for 20 years, which is about $5 million. She says that she never wins anything and thought someone pranked her at first, but the ticket was legit. She'll get one check each year for about $260,000. After taxes, that's roughly $172,000. She's planning a trip to the Caribbean to celebrate and says she's excited that her 2 kids can go to college now without worrying about student loans. So congratulations, Miss Zaharov.
You can give her congratulations. I'm not.
Why?
Because that's about what kind of luck is that?
Well, you know, I mean,
I could buy every ticket in the store up here and I wouldn't win a dime. And she just gets the wrong ticket by mistake and hits the jackpot.
But you're blessed in other ways.
Okay.